Marvel sued them. They just served up 45 termination letters of copyright. Marvel was the one turning around, suing them. And instead of suing, I worked in the legal field 12 years. And when you sue somebody, you usually sue them and where they live. Nope. Most of the Kirby's heirs live in California or whatever. But they sued them here in New York, where the laws are going to favor Disney, because Disney rewrote the copyright laws the last 20 years. Okay. Yeah. They knew exactly what they were doing right from the start. When they did that, that's a sign, guys. That's a sign like, uh-oh. You know, they don't need Reed Richards or Doctor Strange to tell them something was up. And then after that, they go and tell the Supreme Court, oh, you don't need to hear this. Who says that to the Supreme Court? And then the same day they do that, they go on The View and say, hey, we're making Thor a woman because we're pro-women. Yay. No, man. The two things on the same day, that's too political, too.
Well, Dean, let me ask you something. Since you have the legal background, and I certainly have no legal background, so I wouldn't argue the details of this case. Had it gone to trial, or had the Supreme Court heard it, how do you think the Supreme Court would have come down? You think they would have come down on the side of the Kirbys or on the side of Disney Marvel?
Really?
Yeah. Because in the end, that's the gamble that the Kirbys and Marvel and Disney took.
But they said too much. I could see it going either way, but,
no, but
I think the Kirbys had a shot. There was just, I really do think the Kirbys had a shot. And I think Marvel and Disney knew it, and that's why they I mean, did you read the statement they put out together?
Oh, yeah.
Where is it? I got it right here.
Very simple.
Right here. Marvel and the family of Jack Kirby have amicably resolved their legal disputes and are looking forward to advancing their shared goal of honoring Mr. Kirby's significant role in Marvel's history. Oh, okay. Now you realize you got to honor Mr. Kirby's significant role in Marvel history. This is what it took. I mean, those last words tell me that, yeah, the Kirbys had a shot.
Well, see, this is the thing. To tip somebody's hat off and say, yes, you had a role and you need to have your name there. And sometimes, depending on what it is, long term, 1,000 years from now, 100, sometimes that's more important. Just the verbal credit of the written credit. But economically, you know, once you make an agreement, and then now because copyright laws are about to end or they're about to be renewed, you know, is it you know, a certain amount of years after the death of someone, it's supposed to be public domain, but of course Disney changed a lot of that stuff. There's an extension. So now that you have the extension, does that revert back to whoever created it gets an equal share? No one's talking about this. So this is huge.
Because nobody's talking about it because we don't know the details of the settlement. We can only assume.
Right, or not only that, but also the original details of what was written. And then once you make the extension, to me, all bets are off. You could strike up a new deal. You'll have to strike up a new deal.
But that's why so many of us wanted this to go to the Supreme Court, because so much was riding on this. Explain what work for hire is. Explain what instance and whatever the other thing was. There was just so much that needed to get cleared up. And by settling it, woof, we got all pushed to the side again.
Of course.
Waiting for the next guy to take it up. But who's going to take it up?
Well, work for hire is very simple.
Ditko doesn't want to take it up. That's out. So we're still stuck with these confusing laws.
Well, work for hire is very, very simple. The thing is,
no,
it's very simple. I mean, if you give me $5 a week and you say during that time I'm going to work for you, whatever I create is yours, done. You know, the thing is, when everything expires, who renews it?
Well, look, in 66,
you see what I'm saying?
In 66, when Captain America's copyright expired,
right,
Joe Simon sued Marvel. And he couldn't get, mind you, 66, Silver Age, right, Harlan?
Yeah.
Jack Kirby was working for Marvel, right?
Of course.
So now here's Simon suing Marvel, and then Kirby goes and says it was work for hire. It's like right back then, if I could jump in the TARDIS, Glenn, and go back in time, I would have told Jack, shut up, don't say that. Because I think it really affected everything going first.
I think that what's going to happen, we don't know the details, but I think that somewhere in there there's going to be some kind of residual going to the Kirbys in perpetuity. I think that's what's happened. So they're happy. They've been given, let's say, for argument's sake, $10 million today, and then they'll get a piece of whatever Marvel Disney put out in the next 50 years. That's what I think's happened.
And keep in mind, you know, from the Marvel Disney point of view, that's small potatoes. It's no skin off their nose to give Kirby published credit. And again, whatever money they settled on, astronomical to us, astronomical to the Kirbys, but I guarantee you to Marvel and DC, it was a pittance compared to what they would have been liable for had the Supreme Court come down on the side of the Kirbys.
Say that it did go to the court and the Kirbys did win the copyright. So let's say right, they wouldn't be able to make a film of it, would they? They wouldn't have the studios and stuff. So they'd have to give it to somebody to make a film from. Maybe the Kirbys didn't want to get into all that kind of thing.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, but hold on a second. You got to remember, theoretically, had it come down on the side of the Kirbys and they would have owned all those properties, movie studios would come to them and say, we'll pay you to make a movie out of your character. I mean, in the end, it would have benefited the Kirbys incredibly. They don't have to make the movie themselves. They would just be cashing in on studios, coming to them. So, yeah, thanks.
It's our Mark Rubio moments right here.